guys, this is Shannon with Celtic Glider Reviews, and I wanted to do an unboxing video of my singing bowls that I just got today. I've just started learning about sound therapy. I'm taking an online course for sound therapy, and I'm getting into learning about the singing bowls now, so I figured it was a good time to get some. So these I got off of Amazon. They're definitely not the most expensive ones, but I wanted a set of 7 that was the 432 hertz, because that is supposedly a better frequency for treatment and healing and stuff, as opposed to the 440. I've also been told that there's not really that much difference between the two. That's my cockatiel, sorry. And it's really more of a personal preference. Some people can't hear the difference. You're only talking about a difference of 8 hertz, but I actually myself can. I've played music for years, violin, harp and stuff, so I can tell a difference between the two. So I opted to go ahead and do the 430. I'm sorry, 432. I also ordered a singing bowl that comes tomorrow that is the 528 hertz, which is supposedly able to heal DNA flaws and stuff. So an even better frequency for treating disease and stuff like that. So let's open these up. This is by a brand called CVNC. Can't say if they're good or bad because this is my first set of singing bowls. I'll be happy if none of them are broke. That was in some of the reviews, but not just with these bowls, with other bowls too, that sometimes people are getting them and 1 or 2 of their bowls may be broken. And that probably has nothing to do with the company themselves. It's probably more the shipping. The box did say fragile on it, so hopefully post office was treating them fragile. Okay, so this is box number 1. So as you can see, they were packed pretty well in here. They had some styrofoam around the edges. It looks like they're down in a nice padded bag that's also wrapped in plastic. This doesn't appear to have been opened before, so I'm going to assume that these are brand new and nobody's bought them and returned them. Sometimes that happens. I've gotten things before that were obviously returned items from somebody else, but and they smell new, so. Okay, so in the first bag, it looks like there's some pockets up front, and they've got a striker here. That's wood. Let me get up here so you can see it a little better. That's wood. It's engraved, and it's got a rubber tip on it. Stick that down. Well, stick it like that. And then the second one also has like a little embossing on it, and this feels like a suede fabric. So I guess depending on the sound that you want, each striker will make a little bit different sound. So I'm gonna stick that back down in there. And let's see what we got in bag 1. I ordered the white bowls. There's a lot of really pretty colored ones. There's even some like a clear crystal, but you really can get into some high dollars with some of the stuff. So I thought this would be a good starter set. I'm not sure what's going on here. There we go. That's better. I was gonna say that it didn't zip well. All right, so it looks like there's another bag in here. I'm handling these gently because they are crystal. If you drop them or whatever, they are going to break. So that is probably one of the drawbacks to getting crystal as opposed to like the Tibetan bowls that are made out of metals. But I really like the sound of the crystals, and it seems like it's a little easier to get them to sing. But who knows, I might get a set of the other ones too. Okay, so for the bag, you can see it's nicely padded. I mean, this is like, I'd say that's like 1.5 inches thick of foam, so that's a really nice padding there. So hopefully that's going to help protect my bowls. Get them out of the bag here. Again, setting down gently. They do have a odd smell to them. I don't know if it's, I'm not really sure how to describe it. I don't know, it's a weird smell. It doesn't smell like rubber per se. It almost smells kind of chemical, so I don't know if that has to do with like the fabrics. Or maybe it's the bag. The bag kind of smells different, like just odd. It doesn't smell like dirty, it just smells weird. Anyway. Seems like somebody else said that too about theirs, that it just smelled weird. And it's probably just the type of plastic that they use. I'm sure that smell is not going to be in the bowls, and once you get rid of the packaging, it'll probably go away. You can get rid of the packaging. I guess this is a good thing. They really went out of their way to try and protect your bowls in transit. I would say probably that's where a lot of them get broke before they get to their owners. Okay, so first thing in here, I've got 3 little rubber rings, and these are what you use to set your bowl on when you're going to play it, because they're rounded on the bottom, so they're not going to sit still without having something underneath of them. A lot of times, like the Tibetan ones, they'll have a pillow or something in theirs. So this is the smallest bowl in here. I'm assuming this is the small set, and then the next ones will be bigger bowls. I think they were sizes either 6 to 12 or 7 to 12. I can't remember. And this set was $3.99. And I did buy the 4-year warranty, which was an additional $45. Figured it was kind of worth it for 4 years. If they get broke, dropped, whatever, it'll be replaced. And being that it's crystal, you know, make it happen. Yeah. It might be the sealant, whenever they put on the inside. So I'm hoping that smell dissipates. That's a little bit strong. So this is the smallest bowl. And I honestly don't remember what the note is on this. I'd have to look at the instructions again, so I apologize. I'll do another video once I learn more about the bowls. So as you can see, let me turn this down before I take it out. So it's got a piece of padding in between each bowl as well. So that's really going to be helpful in protecting your bowls. The bowls do need to breathe. Optimum storage would be to put it somewhere safe where it won't get hit or tapped, and you know you're going to want to be tempted to just keep it in the bag all the time. But actually, they do need sunlight. They need to be recharged with positive energy and stuff. So at least sometimes you'll need to set them out in the sunlight, in a window or somewhere, you know, maybe when no one else is home or there's no one around that's going to knock into them and break them. All right, so this is the small one. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll set them out and get them all set out so you can see them all at once. All right, so we have the small one here. Let's set it to the side. I'm trying to be real careful as I take them out because I don't know, other than packing, if there's anything else in there that I don't want to get broke. Let's see if I can get this out easier with the plastic. They're not super tight per se in the sleeve, but I'm just trying to be real careful. And I'll do a good check over them when I'm done opening them all up and stuff to make sure there's no cracks or anything, any Mars or anything that I need to take note of. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to have more space. Okay, so there's the next one, and I will back up and do a full view of all of them whenever I get them all open. Actually, let me move these out of this a little bit here. Okay, 1, 2, this is number 3. There should be 7 bowls total, so I'm assuming the rest are going to be in the other box. And I don't know if they've got the 3 smallest together. My guess is maybe not, because I can't imagine. The biggest bowl I think is only 12 inches, and this looks like it's probably about 12 inches, so they might have them kind of interspersed. Sorry, my birds are bickering in the background. Okay, let me move this one aside here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one's heavier. So it must have 4 bowls in it, because it is definitely heavier. Okay, so in that first one, there were the 2 little inner sleeves that go inside each other, and then they go into the big one, or the big carrier. And we're going to move on to the second box. I think I got everything out of here. Yep. All right. Box is done. Pull this out. Oh my goodness. That's definitely tight and definitely heavy. This one has the same smell. I don't think it's as, maybe I've just gotten used to it, but it doesn't seem to be quite as strong as the first box, but I'm probably just nose blind at this point. Okay, so this one also appears to have the rubber tipped striker and another suede, so that's nice. It comes with 2. The full set comes with 2, and this was a full set for the $3.99. Both boxes are part of the one set. And let's see, I think it goes, I can't remember if it starts at A or if it starts at C. Anyway, it has 7 bowls, but to get the full, I guess to the next octave is what you need that other bowl for, and I have ordered one, the 528 hertz bowl. So, it's kind of nice too that this has the little zippy on it too, or the little Velcro and the zipper and little, I don't know if it's pleather or, I don't know, whatever, but their little name on it's nice. Alright, more plastic. Okay, here we go. Oh God, this is heavy. Wow. Sit down carefully. Roscoe. Oh, Roscoe come to say hi. It's unusual. She doesn't normally go to anybody but my husband. What's up, Roscoe? You gonna help me? You help me unpack stuff? All right, so again, same bag has got about a good 1.5 inches, I'd say, of padding in it, so it's nice. Oh, and away she goes. So it's nice and padded. All right, get these pulls out. All right, it's taking way too much time. We're just gonna cut that. Oh, and tape. They did pack them pretty good. I'll give them that. And I really can't complain. I'm glad. Try to be careful I don't cut anything I don't want to cut. My lining. What's going on? Back again? That's twice. I am shocked. Roscoe, you think I got something you want? I'm pretty sure I don't. This is really unusual. She don't like anybody but my husband. She is definitely a daddy's bird. I guess she's just being nosy. She wants to know what's going on. What's up? All right, so we got 4 little rubber rings in this one. One of them's really tiny, so I guess the smallest bowl is actually in here. So there's bowl number 1. Again, it has its own little sleeve. I'm gonna sit that on here. I don't want to sit that on the ground. And looking at the 2 smallest bowls, I'll pull them up and compare them in a minute here. It looks like they might be the same diameter, but one of them is definitely a little shorter and a little thinner. So I'm assuming that'll make it, that gives it a different note. So, but they look like they're similar in size. Okay. We have bowl number 2 out of this box. This one also seems to be a little shorter than the previous one, so let's get back here. Run out of space. That was an accident. Okay. Another sleeve. That was an example of what not to do with your singing bowls. Do not knock them into each other. Actually, it says when you're playing them, you really should give them about at least 6 inches of distance in between them. I guess that gives them space to vibrate and reverberate. You don't want them like on top of each other. These are really packed tight. I do have a little bit of concern when I don't have the bag to pull them out with, the baggie, if it's going to be difficult. My birds are fighting, sorry. Well, not fighting, they're bickering. They're like an old married couple. It might be a little hard to get them in and out of the sleeves whenever I don't have the baggie to pull them up with, but we'll see. And again, another sleeve. And this looks like it is the big bowl. So I'm going to move this one back there. Try to do so without hitting another one. I'll spread them out here in a minute. Yeah, this is definitely the big bowl. It's got a little sticker on it. I don't know what that's about. I didn't see that on the other one, so maybe it's just a quality check or something. These are all supposed to be like 99.9% quartz, handcrafted. So there may be some little minor flaws here and there, but that's actually because each one's going to be slightly different. So let me get them all laid out, and hopefully you'll be able to see them. Some space here. And I'll try to do them in size order. Let's go here. Okay. I think this one will be next. I'll put the little ones in the front here. You can see those pretty good. Okay. I'm doing this upside down. Let me try this again. Okay. As you can see, all 7 bowls. Last one's over here. All right. Now, I've not played these before, or any singing bowl, really. Not really. I mean, I think I may have hit 1 or 2 in a store somewhere, but I've not really like played them, so I will attempt to play 1 or 2 of them just so you can hear it. And then once I get where I've practiced a little bit and learn a little bit more about what I'm doing, And hopefully in the next day or so, I'll do another video. All right, so these are the two smallest bowls. Let's see if I can slide this one here. Okay. I think this one must be the very bottom note. Well, I take that back. It's going to be the highest note because it's the smallest bowl. But because it seems like it's a little thinner than this one. So my guess is this one's going to be higher pitched than that one. But, you know, like I said, I'm just learning about them, so I really don't know. I can't tell if that's one of those little flaws. So each striker is going to give it a different sound. And you can either just tap it, wow, that got really intense. So you can start by tapping it like that, and it'll ring. It's ringing out for a while. Or you can just simply start by rolling. I'll stop there because it's really loud. So it definitely worked faster by tapping it first and then rolling around the outside than it did just rolling. So it's a matter of, I guess, how much buildup you want. So if you really want to slowly go into the frequency, then definitely just start by going around the rim. And you don't want to go like up here. You want to go about an inch or two down, and you're just going to just roll around. And at first it'll sound like you won't hear anything and you won't think that it's working, but as you can see, it does. It just takes it, you know, a little bit longer than if you were to strike it first. So that was the two soft ones. Well, actually, let me try the other mallet and see what this one does. I don't know if it works the same way as far as rolling it. Oh yeah, it does. I think I prefer the rubber mallet better, only because I could really hear the scraping of the suede on the frosted surface of the glass. And I would think over time that'll kind of shred the fabric, which, you know, you can just buy another one, I guess. So it's going to be, again, personal preference. It did seem like it took a little bit longer for the sound to ring out, but once it got going and started singing, it got loud really quick. So that was the two lowest bowls. Let's do the highest bowl, and then we'll call an end to this video because we're going on 25 minutes. All right, let me move some of these out of the way. I'll do the big one if I can get it over here without dropping or knocking anything over. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera just a little bit so you can see the bowl. Okay. I'm going to do the rubber mallet. Roscoe. Okay, so we're going to strike it first. Wow, it's still singing. And I haven't touched it in like, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. It would be curious, I'd be interested in seeing and timing it maybe one time, getting it up to a full sing, like some really loud, almost you can't handle the sound anymore, and then seeing how long it takes for it to go away, because I can still hear it, and it's been probably over a minute at this point. So that is about all I have. I am so far very pleased with this set, and I guess it kind of goes to show that you don't have to buy a $2,000 or $3,000 set to start out with. This set was $3.99, and I think for someone just learning it, to me, it sounds beautiful. Now, it may be off a hertz or two or whatever, and I'll try to figure out a way to actually test that, but I'm happy with my purchase at this point. I will do some updates later on, as soon as I learn a little bit more about playing and about the chakras and which bowl is good for which chakra. Then I will do another video. I probably will, I know they make stickers or something, so I may find something to put into the bottom of my bowls while I learn which one is which, because I couldn't tell you. I know the root chakra is at the bottom, at the bottom of your tailbone, and the third eye is up here, and that's pretty much all I know at this point. So I am learning, but anyway, that's all I got. Thanks.